Hey everyone, it's Tara. I signed up for this swap on swapbot.com and it's a blindfold mail art challenge. And I thought it would be really fun to film it and just kind of see how silly it was. So here we go. I picked out everything beforehand with my eyes open. So I got 3 paint colors. I'm using this really cheap Crayola brush. It's actually one of my favorite brushes. It's just nice and fluffy. And then I have these 2 stamps here. That they have little musical notes on them, but since they're clear stamps, you can't really see it that well. And yeah, I wanted to use those because I have this little cutout image of this dancing couple. So I thought the musical notes might look kind of fun together. And yeah, so I picked those out beforehand. And then I also grabbed 2 ink pads, a blue and a purple, since I'm using blue and purple paint. So those are the supplies that I picked out beforehand. And then I am also using my little water bottle, my handy dandy water bottle, to spritz the paint and make it a little bit more watery. And so I'm blindfold here now, guys. I didn't film my face because I don't have another camera. So you do just kind of have to trust me that I am blindfolded. And you can see how ridiculous this is because yeah, I tried to squirt out the first paint and I didn't even end up squirting it out. So, why would I do that if I had my eyes open? So here I am just squirting out the paint. And I wanted to do this in real time. I didn't speed this up at all. Just because it's way funnier to me, I think. And then so I'm spritzing water all over the paint and where I thought I put down the light blue paint, but I didn't put down any light blue paint. So there's that. And then I grab my handy dandy Crayola brush and I just kind of start mixing everything around. I still think that light blue paint is up there on the top. And I start to apply it to the postcard. For this, I just used a watercolor postcard. I have like a pack of them in that they have like just like a ton together that you can like tear out. You can get them at any art supply store. I'll link the ones that I use below. They're handy to have around. It's just nice to have a little pack of smaller sized, heavier paper that you can use water on. So yeah, the brush got kind of annoying, so I just decided to use my fingers and just plop the paper right down onto the paint. It was just a lot easier. Using your fingers when you can't see is a lot easier because you can feel around. Using the brush was just kind of weird because you can't really feel where the edge of the paper is. And yeah, it just didn't really work out that great. Before I added anything else, I wanted to dry the paint. So I got out my heat tool and I decided to wipe up the paint on my mat before I did anything because I didn't want to dry all that paint and then have to like clean it up later. It's just easier to clean up when it's wet. So I wiped that up and then I attempt to put away some stuff or get it out of my way, I guess. And then I just used my heat tool to dry it. And I also just want to mention that the entire time I was doing this, my boyfriend was watching me and also filming me with his phone. And he was just like laughing at me the entire time because he could see how stupid I looked and just how I kept feeling around for everything and I didn't know what was going on. And it was making me really self-conscious. And I was like, I don't know, I can't do this. It was very, very funny. I would really recommend anybody to do this. Like, it was a lot of fun and it was stupid and the outcome is ridiculous, but it's just really, really funny. And if you make videos, I would really love to see you do a blindfold mail art challenge or just an art challenge. I do like watching those. So if you do have a video of that, definitely link me. I'd love to watch it. So yeah, continuing on, I'm putting some washi tape down, or thought I was, and then I felt around a little bit and I was like, that's not on the paper at all. And yeah, I know where my washi tape is, so I just grabbed a random one. I knew it would be pink because I keep all the pink red ones on the left-hand side there. So it was just, I was like, I knew it was going to be pink, but I didn't know which one I was using. And then I decided to put this couple down. And I had thought that I place it on my mat upside down, ready to glue. And that was not the case. I placed it down, I picked it up and then put it down, and then I realized I didn't grab my glue before I put my blindfold on. So I just felt around for my glue, which I keep in like a little drawer off to the left-hand side. Got my glue, and then when I picked it up, I couldn't remember if I put it face down or right side up. So you see me here, and I am just feeling around. I knew what it looked like. I knew the general shape of the couple. So I am just using my fingers to find that part of that lady's skirt that flares out to find if it's right side up or right side down. And then I figured it out, and I mean, I thought I had it correct, and I did, but it was just such a process. And gluing is very hard when you can't see, and I don't recommend it at all. As you can see, I'm struggling here. So I managed to put as much glue as I could on that little dancing couple to place on the paper. And I'm really surprised at the placement that I got on here. I did feel around for the edges of the paper a little bit, but I am very happy that it just didn't end up like half off the page. Just her little feetsies are sticking down that got cut off there. But yeah, I was very surprised at that. I for sure thought I just messed that all up. And here I am just searching around for the little stamps that I want to add to the postcard paper and the stamp pads so I can ink up the stamps. And everything's just falling and rolling all over me. And I'm trying very hard to figure out where everything is. Right now I'm searching for the top of the glue, but I couldn't find it, so I just put it off to the side. Now that water bottle is gonna roll. Gonna place that off to the side, and I managed to open the stamp set or the stamp pads without any problem. But placing the actual stamp on the stamp pad did have a little issue there. I didn't ink up half of the stamp, so yeah. And then after I looked at this, when with my eyes open, I realized that the stamps were just not fit for that ink pad. It just didn't work out that great, but I tried real hard. So yeah, I'm just stamping this one and just finding out where I can place it that it will end up actually on the paper and not on my desk. And yeah, that's the finished product that I'm showing you here. So you can see the stamp, it got really like smudged and blurry, so you couldn't really make out the musical notes. And my hands are a mess. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And again, if you do this, I would love to see it. So link me below. Thanks for watching. Bye.